Hey, what is up? I wanted to do a short tutorial video on the best camera settings for church photography. You know, a lot of times on a Sunday, you're inside, you're outside, you're in the auditorium, and then you're back outside. And I found that there's a perfect solution for settings on your camera. And so let's get into it. So I'm here at my church, City Light in Las Vegas, Nevada. And you know, we like taking great photos on a Sunday. And I teach a lot of our photographers on the team to shoot in aperture priority. A lot of people don't do this. They either shoot in manual or program auto. And essentially that is the A or the AV on your camera. So I'm gonna switch to aperture priority. My aperture will not change during the duration of this, and I won't even really touch the camera. But I'm gonna keep my aperture at 2.2, and then I'm gonna have my ISO on auto. I don't even want to deal with my ISO settings, and so I'm gonna put my ISO on auto, and now everything is gonna work around my aperture. And if I need to brighten or darken the image, I'm just gonna adjust the exposure. And so here I am, I'm gonna shoot the team that's placed around the building. We're actually doing a separate event during the week, that's why I'm doing this. And so legit, this is literally what I would do on a Sunday. And so I would have Daniel, hey yo Daniel, wave at the cars. Look over at me and smile and wave. Sweet. And then I'm just gonna turn around and shoot Angelina. Haven't changed any of my settings. If I do think this is like too bright or too dark, I could just change my exposure. You can see it'll change the look of the image. And that's why I like shooting on Sony's too. You can see your eye just getting locked in on focus. Boom. Now I'm gonna hop inside and go to the Connect Center. And we have someone at the Connect Center, and something's going on right there. So I'm gonna just hop over here. It's a little bright, and sweet. Getting those good photos of our serve team. Gotta love the serve team. And so now I got photos from outside, inside, never changed my settings, and the photos are coming out pretty good. We're gonna hop inside. I'm gonna try to be quiet because somebody's on stage right now. We have Heather from our team on the stage. And so I'm gonna go in there, I'm gonna shoot quiet, and I'm gonna listen to what she's saying. This comes from one of the tips I have in my video on 5 tips for church photography. It's to listen. If she's pretty serious or what have you, I'm not gonna take a photo. I'm gonna wait for her to smile, and then I'm gonna burst like crazy. And if you could notice, I'm gonna wait till it kind of it looks like it's a little serious because I'm listening. I've been shooting vertical. You know, you wanna shoot primarily vertical because social media, you know, your phones are vertical. I call it screen real estate. When you upload a photo that's long, it takes up more of your screen, therefore getting a little bit more attention than if you took it wide. So just a little plug. All right, let's go inside and try to photograph Heather.
Is it your idea that you don't quite know if you can do this yet? I need you to write this down, because when you know what's gonna hold you back, when you know what the struggle is going to be, when you know the thing that's going to hold you back from achieving that goal, and you can tackle it head on, you'll make progress. We saw so many obstacles when it came to building this. We thought, how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna make a virtual conference happen? And we wrote down, what are the things that could go wrong? Once we know what those are, we can address them. If I know that my time commitment is the issue, if I know I'm a procrastinator, if I know that I am still scared to press record, then at least I know. And the next thing I need you to do is I need you to set a timeline for your goal. Now, if your goal is to dominate the world and take over YouTube and all of those things, that's not the goal I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Lego goal. What's your Lego goal? And yes, to their own. So when are you gonna do it? Having it in your notebook is not enough. I need it to be a commitment you make to yourself. So when are you gonna commit to your Lego goal? When are you going to do your next video? When are you going to build your email list? When are you going to put out that job posting to hire someone on your team? When are you going to commit to your Lego goal? What am I committed to doing no matter what? This year for me was a big breakthrough, a big mindset shift.
So I hope you got an idea and some value in this video. More than anything, just to start shooting an aperture priority, especially if you're shooting with a fast lens. Like this is a 85mm lens that shoots at 1.8, and so I was able to be at around, I like being around 2.2. And so if you have struggle with like motion blur, you just need to change the threshold of your shutter speed. So what that means essentially is it's not gonna go lower than 1/125th of a second. As you can see, you see how like everything, it won't go lower than that, which is pretty great for most motion. You know, if somebody's running around though, yes, it's gonna be blurry. If somebody's waving their hand like this, it might get a little bit blurry. But when I go outside, the shutter speed's gonna crank up to compensate for all the lighting. And so it's really just trusting the camera to adjust the exposure. And I really love shooting in this mode. Obviously, when it comes to it, like yes, shoot in manual if you have to, but this is a great way to get started and get great photos without having to think about it. I think capture moments that stand out. You want to capture the life of the church, and so having to like get the perfect shot in the perfect settings might be hard, but if you can focus less on the settings and more on the moment you're capturing, it's going to be awesome. Also, I have a Sunday's photo checklist. A lot of times you can run out of ideas of what to capture and how to capture it. And you know, our church isn't really that big for what we're doing, and so you know, coming up with creative ways to capture what's happening on a weekend, and so that PDF is available to you. You can check that out in the description below. And if you really love how these photos look, I've applied all my presets on them. I have a local church preset pack that you can also check out, and I appreciate you watching this video and checking out all the things that I'm having you check out. But thanks for checking out this video more than anything. If you want to check out another one, tap the screen, and I can't wait to see you in a future one. Peace.